Hi again, guys. It's Mel from IntimacyTV, or Melina from IntimacyTV. I want to talk about a blog, and I've attached a blog there in regards to how to boost your confidence in the bedroom. Now, I know this is an issue for a lot of women out there, but this is also an issue that a lot of men want to know how to help their partners. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that men don't have confidence issues too, but you'll find that it's generally the women that we're a little bit more self-confident than others, or less self-confident with others. So the first one we want to talk about is being honest. Don't get into the bedroom and don't get into the whole sexual part of it and then decide to speak up, okay? It's definitely my tip for you guys today will be talk about this before you get there, okay? So if there's something that you're not confident with, or a body part you're not confident with, make sure that you're discussing it with your partner beforehand, because then they know, or they can work out, or together you can work out how to make you feel a lot more confident about your self-esteem, okay? Because self-esteem is a big one, and trust me, you'd be surprised, even models are very, very, very self-conscious. In fact, I reckon they're probably the most self-conscious out of everybody. Next one is love thyself. Here's my deal, okay? If you don't love you, how is anybody else supposed to love you? Number one. If you don't know your body, how is anybody else supposed to know your body? I've got a comment that I put in my book, which was, if you're not having sex with you, how do you expect anybody else to want to have sex with you? Now, I want you to think about that comment there. So, as women, our vaginas do not come with manuals. We're like babies. Babies, unfortunately, do not come with manuals either. So, you need to know your body. If you don't know what pleasures you, how can you expect somebody else to pleasure you? But the most important thing is, if you are disgusted by yourself and you don't love yourself, how can somebody else really love you too? So remember my comment, if you're not having sex with you, how do you expect anybody else to have sex with you? So I do have a suggestion in the blog in regards to what to do with that, and I suggest that you start self-exploring. Okay, so the next one is, dare to bear or not. So look, you've got one of two choices here. If you've got a partner who's really, really self-conscious about their body, okay, my suggestion is, and this is a tip for the guys, and I have given this tip out to other guys in the past, where we see two different things, okay? So he came to me and he said, I'm with this girl and her body just rocks, and I think she's really hot and she's really beautiful, but she doesn't see herself that way, and she wants to have sex with the lights off. Not an uncommon story. So my suggestion to him was to start off with just putting a candle on, okay? Not the lights off, just a candle, because, when your lights are off and it's really pitch black, you want to talk about fumbling, you probably poke out somebody's eye, for Christ's sake. So, just put that dimmer of the light in the room. And then you want to slowly graduate from that to a lamp, or a couple of more candles, then a lamp, until you can have the lights on, till you can get to the point where you can have sex during the day. Oh my God, with the curtains open, can you believe it? And then you can advance and you can do it outdoors. You can do it on a balcony. You can do it in your backyard. Try not to go public places because it is illegal. But the idea here is, if you're with a partner that is self-conscious, okay, of their body, then, graduate, just go nice and slowly. The other thing is, if you're with somebody and maybe their body shape has changed over time, you can do that trick for yourself if you are a visual person and you're not as visually stimulated by that person anymore. What I found really interesting, was, and I'm going to give you a personal example. It doesn't matter what body size you are. So, for a woman, I'll be classified as a small size body. However, that doesn't mean that I'm not self-conscious in my body. And it's ridiculous, but I was self-conscious. And I was with somebody and he was touching my body, and he literally turned around and, he said to me, he was sort of like touching it and sort of going, oh yeah, beautiful, nice and tight. And I'm like, nice and tight? Mate, I've got jiggle bits. Now, I did not accept the compliment when it initially came out of his mouth, and I'm like, you've got like no body fat and I've got jiggle bits, and I'm being self-conscious, okay, of my body. I needed to then stop myself and realize what he sees is different to what I see, okay? So I want you all to take that in mind and go, just because when you look in the mirror you see this version of you doesn't mean that that's what your partner is going to see, okay? So when you're tooting yourselves, calm the farm, okay? And, maybe look through someone else's eyes and not through the, I'm going to say, disturbed, warped eyeballs that we have when we're looking in the mirror. Thanks to what's out there in the media, our expectations are a tad high, okay? Now, the next one is feel sexy, okay? My trick of the day is I love lingerie. I go out and I buy sexy lingerie, and it doesn't have to cost you a fortune. I've talked about lingerie before. I've talked about where you can go and get it. I've talked about making sure that it's fitted correctly. But when I feel like shit, I put on the sexiest, loudest, hottest lingerie, okay? And it elevates my mood. And if I need to, I'll even make sure when I'm really having self-conscious issues, I will stand and I'll look at it, because I'm going to explain to you guys what happens when you're in the mirror and you're looking and you're wearing you're wearing hot lingerie. You're going to look at yourself and you're going to go, damn, I actually look pretty good. You might even get to the point where you can turn around and take a selfie of that and send it to your partner, just to make sure it doesn't go on the social media waves. Maybe just put the phone here. But, when you wear something, or when you take that extra 5 minutes to do your hair or do your makeup, or, to choose your clothing, to get the moccasins and the Ugg boots off, and you slip on a pair of heels, little things can make you feel sexy. So switching out your underwear, and instead of choosing the bog catchers, which I tell you to burn, and you put on nice little frilly underwear, can elevate that quick your mood and make you feel sexy. By taking off your flat shoes and putting on heels and seeing how your legs look can make you feel sexy. So do what you got to do. Put on those jeans that make your ass look so good, and you go, damn, I look mighty fine in this. So put them on, okay? Put them on and make yourself feel sexy. All of these things will give you the confidence when you're going to the bedroom with your partner, okay? Most of the chatter that happens is all up here in your own head. So you need to get, if they say, if you're in your head, you're dead. If you're in your head, you're dead. I want you to get out of your head, back into reality. Get rid of those eyeballs that are, distorting the truth about who you are and how you look. If it is that bad, if you really feel that bad, then I'm going to say, get off your ass and go and do something about it. Go and do something that is making you feel great. Go and exercise, or I don't really suggest diets, but maybe look at your hand before it goes near your mouth. Maybe make that other decision to, help boost your ego. Because here's the deal. Ego is what ruins our relationships, okay? And if you turn around and you live your whole life based on ego, okay, and you give a shit that much about what other people think about you, you're going to create this story in your head, and you're going to create a story that isn't true. There is somebody out there for every single one of us. What you think may not be attractive to someone else does. This is why we're all different. And, that's the beauty of it, okay? So to feel confident in the bedroom, you need to work on here. So You need to get out of your head, because if you're in your head, you're dead. And calm the farm. Breathe. If you don't have a piece of sexy lingerie, go and get one. Look through your wardrobe, find the clothes that make you feel awesome, and only wear them. Get the rest of them make you feel like a slob or yucky, and donate them to someone else, okay? Put candles on instead, which actually creates a really good mood. Love yourself. Explore your own body, all right? So whether you're a guy or a girl, a guy with a girl that doesn't like, who she is, a girl who doesn't like who she is, a guy who doesn't like who he is, or a girl with a guy that doesn't like who he is, this message is for you guys, okay? So make sure that you get out of your head, get into your heart, start to love yourself, explore yourself, and just put an effort in to feel that a little bit more sexy, because it'll change exactly everything that goes around you and to the ego. So until next time, guys, bye.